Hello Court Classic, also known as the Jade Writing, Chapter 2.7. Achieve Tao. Do not try to determine what is real. Every section of the brain has an inherent spiritual divinity. The dark blue hair spirit is known as the ancient origin. The essential brain spirit is known as the mud ball. The bright eye spirit is known as exploring the mystery. The jade nose peak spirit is known as resolute efficiency. The relaxed spirit of the ear is known as a quiet field. The magical spirit of the tongue is known as true coherence. The vanguard spirit of the teeth is known as strong multitude. All divinities that are expressed on a face have their origin in the mud ball. The 9 truths of the mud ball all have a house. In circumference, 1 inch from the center. Its tapestry is made from the purple silk flying robe. Meditate on just central section and your longevity will have no end. These rooms do not reside fully in the brain. They are all part of the external reality, which reflects in mind and vice versa. Chapter 2.8. The primordial cinnabar spirit of the heart is known as the soul guardian. The splendid luminous spirit of the lungs is known as void formation. The liver spirit in dragon mist is known as the keeper of wisdom. Its dense screen filters out all the impurities. The dark spirit of the kidney laying below is known as embryo nurturing. The continually existing spleen spirit is known as the haven of the soul. The dragon spirit of the gallbladder is known as powerful brightness. 6 hollow organs and 5 solid organs provide essence for the body and soul. Their spirits operate in accordance with the heavenly scripture. Maintain this order all day and night to achieve longevity. Chapter 2.8. The lung section of this palace resembles an imperial canopy. Underneath sits a divine stonecutter boy on a jade watchtower. The chi is transformed at the base of the 7 stars. Externally, the lungs open to the nose, which stands in the center of the face as Mount Song. It wears snow white brocade with a yellow belt floating like a cloud. Breathe deeply. If body doesn't feel well, rigorously absorbing the white essence of the 6 flows. An immortal spirit watches carefully to avoid leaks of chi and avoids its stagnation during the flow anywhere in the field of existence. Chapter 2.10. The heart section of the palace resembles a blossomed lotus flower full of essence. Underneath sits a virgin boy, the chief of the red house, regulating the thriving harmony of the intertwining heat and cold. He wears flying clothes of silk brocade with jade ornaments, with a gold bell ringing and a red scarf dancing around. Adjust the blood flow in the rhythm of external life and the body will not wither. The heart opens to the mouth and tongue to taste the 5 essences When the essence are spread out, exhale to enable revival. Practice diligently to fly with ancient rosy clouds. Chapter 2.11. The liver section of the castle is in the middle, resembling the green emerald. Underneath seats a virgin boy directing the green light and leading the key intelligence of the body's processes. He wears green brocades and carries a jade bell. His office manages and arranges yin and yang qi to balance the body fluids. Open externally in one's eyes that shine like the sun and moon, and regulate liver function so that 100 illnesses will cease to exist. Meditate on the truth of the 5 viscera for 7 days. Your spirit will be renewed and death will drop out. The soul will return to its origin and find eternity. Chapter 2.1. The part of the palace dedicated to the kidneys is like a dark watchtower place. In its center sits a virgin boy in profound darkness and mystery. The sources of 9 fluids are restored here. Externally, the office of the kidneys is open to the ears, hearing and monitoring hundreds of pulses. He is clothed in white silk that flows like a dragon dancing in the clouds. When kidney chi ascends, it nourishes the brain and shines like the sun and the moon in rosy clouds. The 100 diseases and 1,000 problems will surely disappear. Through the action of 2 water kings across the life gate, a long life and ascendance to the 9th heaven is made possible. Chapter 2.13. The part of the palace dedicated to the spleen comes from Yang Earth. In the middle, there is a bright boy wearing yellow clothes. He controls the consumptions of food and distribution of qi, helping the absorption of nutrients. In a supreme granary, 2 bright boys are at work. They sit at the golden stage of the 9th layer in the 1-inch circle around Mingman, adjusting the 100 grains and 5 flavors. Break out from deficiency to prevent illness and injury, and externally radiate a great complexion. Brightness induces splendor by means of example. The robe of yellow brocade with jade ornaments has the mark of a tiger. Meditate on 3 old wizards gently soaring, rising high to the realm of the immortals, far from death and calamities. Chapter 1.14. The gallbladder section of the palace has 6 parts of essence. In the middle, there is a virgin boy shining with mighty brightness, introducing 8 waves of jade essence with thunder and lightning. A dragon flag across the sky plane radiates the energy of a ringing fire bell, passing central power to the tiger's shoulders. The office of gallbladder externally corresponds to the area between the root of the nose and the eyes. Brain and hair are mutually supported and bring freshness to the body. The boy is clothed in green robes made of 9-colored brocade with gold and jade, dragon and tiger stripes that helps one survive a mighty ride on high cloud, gathering tens of thousands of spirits into worship of the 3 origins. Chapter 2.15. The spleen of 1 foot length covers a great storehouse. In the middle section, Master Lao rules the Hall of Brightness. His pseudonym is Primordial Spirit. His name is Drifting in Peace. To treat the 100 diseases, he manages transformation of the grain food. He wears yellow clothes and a purple scarf with dragon and tiger seal that catalyzes Jing increase and brings the abundance of life under the sovereign rule. Through the triple calling of one name, spirit naturally reconnects to itself. 3 seniors, placed alike, bring forth their friends. Jing and fetus grasp to separate directions. Peach child, who is fit for enhancement, generates brilliance. The combination of 9 distant males and females return paths form to peach of the abundance. Tao father and Tao mother face each other as male and female teacher who form the elixir in a mysterious location. Through deposit of their consideration to enable ascension into the void. The path of uniqueness must end to enable the path of return. Close and contact 3 gateway points. The call's firm stop. Keep rising golden wine and swallow jade courage. Preserve until there is no hunger and the 3 worms will perish. Intend from kindness always, and this will bring happiness and prosperity. The mist chi from 5 mountains will disperse smoothly. Guard the jade hut of irrigation to compensate for personal manifestation. The 5 phases need to be completed fully to avoid leaks.